I've seen that happen. Some people can't read sarcasm. They can't tell that it's a bit or that you're being silly
Yeah,
with them.
exactly.
Like my sense of humor is really dry. That's gotten me in trouble in a lot of relationships where like my sense of humor is very dry sometimes, and I like to do this thing where I act like I feel a certain way and I play to get a reaction, and then but at the end of it, I'm gonna be like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it. And but now they're crying. And I'm just like, I really didn't mean it. I thought you were playing along with me that whole time. I didn't mean any of that.
Minus the crying, I literally do that like 3 or 4 times a day with my girlfriend. I trap her in a bit that's like some stupid ass bit, and she's like, wait, when is it over? And when is it like
if you're on the other side of that,
and they'll feel stupid they'll feel like you've made them look stupid. In my situation, my girlfriend felt like I was making her look a fool on purpose when really I was just being silly. Like we were at Six Flags and it was like a triple date or something like that. And one of the we were in line for a roller coaster. So I was just bullshitting. And I was just like, the Scream Machine was actually built in 1967, Coney Island. They took it apart piece by piece and trucked it down here. Donald Trump actually owned it at the time. He sold it to the Six Flags Corporation and they reassembled it just as it was in Coney Island. It's a little bit faster though now. And my girlfriend goes, really? And I went, no, no, not at all. I'm just fucking with you. And she got so red faced and she slapped the shit out of me. Just,
you told me the story. I knew there was a hit. I was going to ask. I felt a slap comes.
Really?
Yeah. I was assaulted.
It was just
right
a
there.
vibe. It's just like enough of like just being an asshole that.
But
like,
you were being an asshole, and you were trying to make her look like a fool, and she was feeling like she was a fool.
But he's being
and while it doesn't fit this situation, sometimes that kind of assholishness is Schrodinger's asshole. I probably pronounced that close, but do you know what I'm talking about when I say that? So Schrodinger's cat is this thought experiment where there's a cat in a box, we're going to kill it, but we don't know if it's currently alive or dead. So they say it exists in both states. Schrodinger's asshole is when you're an asshole to someone or you do something assholish and you decide whether you were kidding or not based on the other person's reaction. And when you're on the other side of that or someone does that much, it's like, well, that's just being an asshole. And it's not fun for both people. You're being an asshole to amuse yourself.
Yeah. I was just being silly. I didn't realize that I didn't know how it would make her feel at the time. I learned afterwards because she slapped me. But 17. Okay. Mm-hmm. And, but I learned my lesson, not to embarrass her in front of other people. Now that I do that same joke in private, and it's all okay because no one was embarrassed. No one looked a fool. But yeah, she straightened me out that day. I deserved that slap. Very public assault.
I don't know if I love the assault response.
I wonder what would happen if the tables were turned and she played a little word game with me and I'd have knocked a few teeth out.
See, she gave you the slap. That she doesn't get to be mad, in my opinion. You didn't warrant
she was mad.
And the anger.
I got
it's
both.
Like you can be mad, but if you got the slap, like I don't think you were being a goofball. And like I think being a goofball is still a thing. And it's kind of like your way of like you wanted to interact, but maybe there wasn't anything to talk about. And like, you dish it out. You could take it too. She could dish it out to you, I'm assuming. So then it's like it's just like fun and it's banter. And I would not mesh well with a girl that if I was like or whatever dumb thing I'm doing, if they were like, that's stupid, you're being loud, like I need I'm always a goofball. Like I'll stand up and I'll just like kind of scream in my house. Like
she was okay with the goofball stuff. She was just as goofy as I was, and we had a good time. But that was an example of me doing something stupid and paying the price for it. I deserved that slap. I fully admit that. I was an asshole, but I didn't mean to be. The end result was not what I was going for. I didn't read the situation. I didn't know how that situation was going to end.
Yeah.